Hey, how you doing? I'm Adam Post, publisher of College of the Dead, publisher of G.I. Jackrabbits, publisher of The Mermaids, publisher of Chromium Man. Did you know that? I published that a bunch of years ago. Publisher of more than 1,000 independent comic books, and this video is going to tell you about Marvel Comics. What's going on at Marvel Comics? Well, looks like it's pencils down again. Even more pencils, even more down. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications so I can keep you updated on what's going on everywhere in comics, everything that matters. Marvel Comics tells more comics creators to stop work for now. At least, for now. Just stop working. Must be convenient when you're the publisher and you can just tell these freelancers who are counting on you, hey, guess what? Just stop it. Stop it for now. So this is coming from Bleeding Cool, just came out by the famous Rich Johnson. Marvel Comics has let more freelancers know that they are to pause work on current Marvel Comics assignments. Marvel previously had paused what they're calling 15 to 20% of titles being published as a result of the current global situation. Well, that was up to a third of pending work. And what's written in between the lines here, but hasn't been said clearly, is that was going to be whatever wasn't done yet. Whatever wasn't done yet. So that meant work in progress stuff from May and June that wasn't almost complete. That stuff was paused then. Now they're pausing even more titles. As he's saying here, at the time they were chosen titles that were linked to movie and TV launches, but the comics usually don't connect very well with the movie and the TV projects anyway. They've blown that every time they've had a major movie. The comic books, as Cecil says often, the comic books never matched the movies. They weren't marketed properly in the last couple of decades. So with another similar edict, the books will have to be across the existing line. DC Comics has reportedly only paused on a handful of titles. And this is the thing, too. What's the point? I mean, these are multi-billion-dollar companies. At least maintain your freelancers. At least keep the freelancers paid. Give those guys some paying work. Keep those guys going so that you have them when you're ready to do more titles again, I guess, as long as they intend to publish more comics. So apparently which comics and which creators that have been affected at Marvel is not clear. It's probably their more awful ones. We'll see. He's been told that apparently it'll apply to some X-Men titles and whatever, that already built up a lot of completed issues anyway. So they're obviously scrambling. They're scrambling to try to figure out, all right, what titles should we publish? What titles shouldn't we publish? Are we going to publish titles? What do we do? This is a total ridiculous lack of leadership, because the major comic book publisher has decided, you know what, we're just going to keep abusing these stores and abusing these readers for as long as possible. It'll just kind of keep going on forever. We don't know how, but it just kind of will. We'll just keep putting out junk. Well, I can tell you, when comics used to be really carefully made and thought after by the editorial people at the companies, by the publisher of the company, by the owners of the companies, none of the books were worth canceling over comic stores being closed for a month or two. They would have never thought about it. John Byrne doing his thing, Frank Miller doing his thing. Yeah, Frank Miller, don't finish Daredevil. Put your pencil down for now. No, people were excited to get those books. When McFarlane was on Spider-Man, when Jim Lee was on X-Men, Jack Kirby, hey, stop drawing over there. Now, Marvel has had financial problems plenty of times before under multiple different owners. But it's not even really that now. It's just they must be sitting there thinking like, well, I don't know, maybe we're actually going to have to make reasonably good comics and try to market them, or frankly, who knows what they're doing. But I can tell you for sure, if this was the late 1980s, the mid 1980s, the early 1990s, Marvel would have never been saying, look, we're not sure what we're doing. Things are closed for a month or two. So we're just going to throw everything into complete chaos. This would be a time to catch up and get ahead as a publisher and be like, okay, wow, we finally have that extra issue or two done. Now we can always be on time with everything, and the production system would just flow really smoothly. That's what you're supposed to do when you have a viable publishing business. I'm publishing College of the Dead. This is the sequel to my first College of the Dead book. The first one did very well. This one's doing at least 5 times better. It's phenomenal, and all thanks to Comicsgate and great readers and great supporters. But we're starting on College of the Dead, the third one now, because the creative people have time. You want creative people to have time to give them work. We're not going to start marketing that for several months. But of course, we're going to want to get ahead on production because we know what we're publishing and we know it's good. We know people like the concept. We know people like what the creative team is doing. Why in God's name would you not even be able to say like, well, we don't really even know what comics we're going to publish or what our schedule might be, or, maybe some of them are X-Men. And, oh, by the way, we're not even going to tell anyone what we're doing, not retailers, not the distributor, not the fans who are going and buying the books and following the series to try to collect them. They have no idea what's going on because Marvel won't make any confident statements about what their plans actually are because they kind of don't have any plans. Because essentially, I guess, if there's no distributor to abuse, if there are no retailers and fans to abuse, well, then there is no plan. We're just going to hang out and wait until we can abuse the rest of the supply chain again. Anyway, on a positive note, support Comicsgate. Support books by creators that really love their books and people that help other creators as well. Really excited. Look up Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. It just broke 600,000 last night. It was freaking amazing. Really, really happy for Comicsgate and for Ethan Van Sciver's book. His sequel is outselling his first book, just like my sequel is outselling my first book. We're very happy about the success, I can tell you, and I can't appreciate it enough. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Put any comments below. I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I'll miss you. Yes, even you.